isn't to make money. It's to allow it's to give a space and give an environment for this music to happen.
I really enjoy booking. I really enjoy it and putting on these shows, and I kind of want to do that for the rest of my life.
My name is Jeff Hirsch. I play in a punk band called Casual. I also run Start Something NJ, which is like a music DIY collective, do some shows and put out some tapes and records and stuff like that. Right, so yeah, so these shows happen. Obviously, the reason they're so popular is because people are going to see the shows. They're not going there as like, you know, oh, maybe I'll watch a couple bands while I have the time. But, you know, the whole idea is the show's happening. That's why people are going. It's a meeting space. You know, you're there to share ideas, feel comfortable, hang out, see some great music.
Yeah. Woo! We're Martin. Woo! That's Uncle Jeff. Woo! Right. Happy birthday to Uncle Jeff. Happy birthday! Thank you. And Stefan, little known fact, they have the same birthday.
Alright, so if you're playing at a bar, usually the bar will probably collect most of the money first, and then once they cover their overhead, the band will get the rest of the money. But if there's 5 bands playing, you know, they'll have to split it up, so each band will get, you know, $10, which maybe 2 gallons of gas, maybe, depending on what you're driving. Basement shows, New Brunswick, everywhere in general, usually $5, $5 to $7. All the money goes to the touring bands. That on top of merch, you get, you know, 20 kids even, you have enough money to pay the touring bands. Everyone's happy, and you can go to the next town, do it again.
Well, so because there's no contracts, I'm not making money, the house isn't making money. I think that when it comes down to it, it's entirely about the music.
Mainly when you play on tour, it's houses, because, you know, that's, everyone's comfortable there. It's kind of run more of our kind of style, and that's, you know, everyone gets involved.
These places are very important, but also the fact that you're able to create something in your own town and in your living room, in your basement, in your kitchen is really kind of amazing and kind of great. And it's always wonderful to see these things pop up and see other people doing them, because it's something that's so great and so, it's like a one-of-a-kind thing, and it happens all over the country, but I really adore New Brunswick, and I'm trying my hardest not to be sick of it, because it happens to everyone, and I'm trying really hard not to get jaded.
The only thing that we try to make sure happens is the bands get their money so that they can keep doing what they're doing, and I think usually it's, you know, suggested $5 donation coming through the door. That money goes directly to the bands. If somebody has less than 5 or doesn't have money that day, especially if I've seen their face around before, I'm not gonna say no. Of course I'm gonna let them in, because it's not, this isn't to make money. It's to allow it's to give a space and give an environment for this music to happen and for these people to come and enjoy the music. And I mean, unfortunately, money is just like kind of like a dirty, necessary thing that has to happen, but like in no way will I ever turn someone away for not having money.
I've met on tour, I've either met people on tour, you know, playing their houses, or they've come to New Brunswick and played New Brunswick, and that's how you often meet. So it's like, when are you ever going to meet someone from Florida? You meet them in this house in New Brunswick, all of a sudden you're best friends, you have the same interests, you know, you have the same goals. So next time your band needs to go to Florida, you call them up, they hook you up with a show at their house, at their friend's house.
I have never had issues with cops for any of my shows. None of my shows have ever been shut down. I've been very fortunate in that, but I've had them be around the corner and stop shows. Not so much short, but like in the middle, and been like, we gotta wait for this guy to walk away. Just because we gotta be careful. But I'm really paranoid.
I think it was like 8:45, maybe 9:15. It was a good hour before 10, and half of the bands had played, and it was all local bands, so there wasn't even a cover to pay for any touring bands. And the cops came, and I heard the word cops like twice, and I was on the opposite side of the basement, so I tried to like work my way back through the crowd toward the door, and in time to see my roommate slam the door in the cop's face, which was honestly the best thing you can do, because you don't want them to see how many people are in the basement.
There's a lot of risk that goes into it, and it could cost me $400 to throw a show that you didn't even want to pay $5 for.
If you're there to party and just kind of, you know, make a ruckus and hang out, maybe that's not really the right place to be. But you know, first things first, everyone's there for the music, or you should be, because that's the whole point.
Should we have said